So guys, we are going to go over the strategy that I've shown you before on the channel, and most of you guys have not understood it. This strategy is the best strategy you can use if you are not seeing any profitability on your trades. Follow the video from the beginning to the end. Don't skip through because you might miss something that is very important for the strategy to work. So let's go on the chart and I'll show you this strategy. It has up to a 70% win rate. Let's go on the charts now, guys. We are on the charts right now. We are on the GBP USD chart. So this strategy works based on daily high, daily low, and 4-hour high, 4-hour low, up to the time frame when you want to enter or where you want to enter the trades on. So what we do with this strategy is you just go onto the daily chart like the way you see here. We are on the daily chart, and then you want to do a top-down analysis based on the daily time frame. Okay, if you're going to maybe position trade or swing trade, you can use maybe the weekly time frame or the monthly time frames. That can also work very well, but in this case I just want to show you guys from the daily chart up to maybe the time frame where we're going to be entering the trade on. Remember, follow every bit of information so that you don't make mistakes with this strategy, guys. So here we are on the GBP USD daily chart. So what you want to do is you want to go and look at the previous day, which is this doji here. Let me zoom in so that you guys can see clearly. This doji right here, that is yesterday's candle. So you want to get a horizontal ray and mark the high of that candle and also mark the low of that candle like this. Okay, so once you've done this, you can leave this at this. Okay, you can leave this like this, gray for the daily time frame. You can just color code it gray just so that you can distinguish it between the daily time frame and also the 4-hour and the lower time frames as you go on marking your charts. So right here you finish to mark the daily high and low for the previous day, the day before, right? So you go down to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, you want to come back to the same area and look at what is happening. Okay, so here we look for the previous 4-hour candle, which is this red one here. Remember, you're marking from a higher time frame to a lower time frame, following the same exact steps. Okay, you do the markings on the high and on the low. Okay, on the wicks, not on the bodies. So here on the 4-hour chart, you get the same horizontal ray, mark the high of that red candle, and also mark the low of that red candle like that. And then you want to change this color maybe to, let's say, blue for the 4-hour candle. Okay, we can make this blue just to distinguish it from the daily chart. So after you've marked the 4-hour chart and the daily chart, what's left for you to do now is to mark the lower time frames as you're looking for your entries. Okay, so you go down to the 1-hour chart. Okay, so on the 1-hour chart, this is the previous structure. This is the previous high and low. You can see previous high and low. So you can also mark that if you want to, like that, mark that, and also mark this. That is the most recent candle. You can change this to red for the 1-hour chart. Okay, I'll change this to red like that. Okay, and then you can go down now to the entry time frame. You can now go and look for entries on the 15 minutes, 5 minutes chart. So that's what we're going to do now. We go down to the 15 minutes chart. Okay, so on the 15-minute chart here is where we are going to be looking for our entries. All right, so how do you trade this strategy? How do you trade this strategy? This strategy, you trade it based on a break above or below the previous range, which is the range that you want to trade in. If you want to trade the daily range, you wait for the market to break above the gray zone, the gray lines here. Okay, if you want to trade the 4-hour range, you wait for the market to break above or below the blue lines. If you want to trade the 1-hour range, then you wait for the market to either break above the 1-hour red lines or break above the 1 hour range, okay, before you start taking your trades. So let's do an example from the daily up to the 1 hour on the 15 minutes chart. So on the 15 minutes chart, you can see that the daily range was broken around here. Let me zoom in properly so you guys can see. The daily range was broken out here. So if you wanted to take your trades here, you would take a buy trade after the close of this bullish candle, okay? And you'll ask me, where do you put your stop loss? Your stop loss, you put it below the daily range, okay? Because you are trading the daily range. So your stop loss is below the daily range, and you take profit. You can target a 1 to 1, 1 to 2, whatever you want to do, okay? You can target a 1 to 2, like right now we could target a 1 to 2 here. This trade would still be playing out. But also you can trade the 4-hour range. Let's look at the 4-hour range also. All right, let me just remove the daily one. So the 4-hour range, you could trade it when there is a breakout here. Like you see here, there was a breakout on this blue zone, which is the 4-hour range, with this huge bullish candle. So that's where you would put your buy trade, okay, here, and then you'd put your stop loss below the 4-hour range down here, okay? Some of you will say that that would be a bad risk to reward ratio trade, but believe me, I've backtested this strategy and it works up to 70% of the time, okay? So here you would have your trade, and then you'd look for a 1 to 2, okay? This trade would run for a long time, maybe 2-3 days for you to reach your take profit. You guys can go and monitor this trade, and you'll come back in the comment section and tell me whether this take profit was hit or not, okay? So here we would have the 4-hour range traded. The 1-hour range is the one in red, okay? So we had also a breakout here. We could trade the 1-hour range also just above here, and then we'll put our stop loss below the red zone, and then we could target a 1 to 2 like this. So those are the trades that you could take using this strategy. I've just explained to you the rules of how you can trade this strategy. It's very basic and very simple, but it yields a result that is incredible. Guys, go and use this strategy, backtest it on a demo, and then come back and tell me how it has worked out for you. I have so many students who are using this strategy specifically to make money every single day, every single week in the FX market. So guys, with that, I leave you with that strategy. Hope you guys give feedback. If you've not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also comment down below. Really goes a long way to show your support. Thank you for watching. Till next time, peace and out.